What's going on, everyone? It's time for another family comedy film review. Today we're going to talk about a rare one called Troop Beverly Hills. It was released by Winteb Entertainment March 24th, 1989. It was written by Pamela Morris and Margaret Greco Hoffman and produced by Ann Offstein Ferris and directed by Jeff Canoe, who did films like Gotcha, Tough Guys, Adam and Eve, and The Legend of Awesome Maximus. That's not a box office earnings of only $8.5 million. So this is a family comedy about a rich housewife who starts going through a divorce and finds out her daughter, Girl Guides, needs a new leader to lead them through the upside Girl Guide cookies and stuff to be like their leader, obviously. So so she thinks this is a great way to gain independence and stuff. So she goes and she signs up and becomes it, but then she takes the girls on this really wild escapade filled adventure, selling Girl Guide cookies and getting into mischief, which ends up being more ridiculous than ever. Overall, I thought this film did have some pretty good potential. It has a lot of childish jokes in it, and some of the jokes won't land with modern audiences now. But still, I do really enjoy this. I actually enjoyed this one. It was pretty amusing, and some of the jokes are actually pretty well crafted for what it is. Still, the cinematography in it felt more like a soap opera or a TV show than an actual full-length feature. It is on a lower budget scale for the 1980s, so yeah, it does have that, and obviously it's going to have the 1980s flair to it. So that was interesting to see. The acting in it overall, and well, first off, the acting was not too bad. Some of the kids actors weren't the greatest, but still, the characters do have some pretty. Some of them are pretty well fleshed out, and some of them are just there for comedic effect, which is acceptable. And yeah, the music in it was a little cheesy, but I can see why they put it in for the time frame it came out. But nowadays, it kind of seems a little hokey, and yeah. And overall, all the gags and stuff in it kind of worked. It was pretty amusing to watch this movie. I thought it was going to be a really dull, boring mess, but overall, it was pretty entertaining and still amusing, even though some of the acting wasn't the greatest, and some of the things are pretty things that get into are pretty outlandish, but still, it was better than I was expecting. So I'm gonna give Troop Beverly Hills a 3 out of 5. I thought it was pretty amusing and overall a fun time. So if you want to check it out, I'm not sure where it's streaming or anything, so I'll at least link the trailer down below so you can see what I'm talking about down there. Also, make sure you check out my Instagram. That's linked down below. That's where I post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my story. I usually put the film title and hashtag and subgenre, or I usually put the film title and in it and some fun fact or history thing in there as well. Also, my Letterbox down below at Derek P Reviews. That's where I post my first star rating after watching the films, and my Twitter's down below at reviews_Derek. So follow me on those platforms. Stay loop with this channel. Like this video, share it to more people. Wherever, comment your opinions of the film down below if you have any. And if you have any films or film franchise in any genre and on any streaming service that you want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below too. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. And don't forget to ring that bell because we're going to talk about a new Netflix thriller in the next review, Don't Move. So make sure you tune in for that. Watch out for all those crazy girl guides being led by ridiculous rich people. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.